Bridget Gear, Mr. Good. I'm not gonna lie, this is definitely one of the highlights of my day. Every day is just getting this guy up in the morning, because he's like the happiest morning person. I will say that if I'm not feeling up for it, like if I'm not feeling particularly spry myself, it can be a little bit much, because he is really ready to go in the morning. Like 0 to 60 in all of no seconds. Something like coffee or something. He's like, let's play. I gotta go, he's gonna poop. But I'll see you in a bit. Somebody's excited to be alive.
Sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Today my goal is to film 2 restaurants for this like Paris by Veg video that I'm making. So my friend Amanda's book came out recently.
That's good stuff right there.
She had her vegan cookbook come out in the States. She's the owner of Bone Shaker Donuts. Very few people actually know that Bone Shaker is 100% vegan. I didn't know that for a long time. It's been my go-to donut shop for years. I had no idea. I'd heard they had vegan options, but I didn't know that it was totally vegan. Anyway, she and I are having lunch tomorrow, and we're gonna film like the beginning of the video and talk a little bit about her book. And she's gonna give me recommendations for going out and eating vegetarian, because as you may have picked up over the years, I'm not a vegetarian. I'm very much an omnivore, but every time I've traveled, and I'll probably say this in the video, but like every time I've traveled to India in particular, I've always thought, man, like if we just had good options like this, I could definitely go vegetarian. Oh my gosh, I just want to go back to India, let's be honest. I'm gonna go out today to film 2 of the spots that she was sending me to. One of them is a vegan bakery, like a traditional French bakery, and one of them is a falafel spot that she loves down next to one that I love. Although the one that I love does serve meat, so I guess that's kind of the point. We're gonna go to the one that doesn't serve meat. But yeah, I thought I'd take you along with me and we just kind of, vlog it up as we go. This is actually a really important thing that I didn't used to do. I used to, like when I was vlogging daily especially, and I knew I was gonna be going straight to like a coffee shop, I wouldn't drink coffee at home in the morning. I was like, I'll save some money because I'm gonna drink coffee there. Let's just go. But I always had a rougher start that way. Like, not that I absolutely need the coffee, but it definitely is a mood elevator, if nothing else, especially when you're just like not having it. This is probably the most obvious trick that I'll ever share, but have your coffee before you get on camera, or very, very shortly after you start, because notice I'm a little lower energy today too. Thing is, I've had this headache for like the last 4 days. It's a really loud buzzer. I strained a muscle in my neck when I was working out on Monday, just like at the beginning of my workout. Managed to, I don't know what it was, but it just caused like this absolutely agonizing like migraine level pain that subsided kind of in between workouts and then just got to the point where it did not subside. Thankfully I had physical therapy the next day anyways. And so she like put me back together and it really helped. But the last couple of days it's still been there. And I woke up feeling a lot better this morning, but still kind of sapping my energy a little bit here. So I'm trying to turn it on a little bit more for the Paris in my pocket video, but you get the real, how many more coffees can I consume today? From a vegan croissant to a falafel. This is gonna be a good jump. Good. no olvide recoger todo su equipaje. Just a reminder that if you use the RER, not just the Metro, you have to check out as well. So keep your ticket. Random tip. Ooh, what's this? Why not? Cooper makes everything better. Oh, the Patron producer's on my phone. I don't know who it's going to be. We got to find that out. Get this back. Thanks to Wyat Kvalvik, today's Patron producer. I didn't show you who I was putting into this because spoilers, but thank you, Wyat, and to all my patrons, genuinely for making this possible. Like, I'm thinking about it a lot, and Patreon's something that we've been working really hard on revisiting and revitalizing. We've been doing a lot on Patreon, but I haven't talked about it very much at all over the last forever, and that's kind of probably the greatest disservice I'm doing to my patrons and also to just everything that we're working on. So if you're interested in seeing some behind-the-scenes vlogs that you've never seen before, like literally they're on a different channel. They were private. I think only maybe ever 30 people ever saw them back in like 2015. We're releasing those every Monday. You get sneak peeks to all these videos, whether they're vlogs, Paris My Pocket, whatever's going on. You get in the credits, you get stickers, you get all kinds of stuff. So go check it out, patreon.com/Jay Swanson. Back when I was daily vlogging, I made a commitment to pitch it like every week, maybe every other week, but I was vlogging every day. So I was able to get in a couple of pitches a month, and I've really let that slide in this whole transition of figuring out what the heck it is I'm doing on YouTube. So if it interests you, if you'd like to support the channel, if you get any benefit from this whatsoever, or if you're thinking about buying my guide and you just want to get 50% off, I probably shouldn't pitch it that way. Go join at patreon.com/Jay Swanson. Makes a huge difference. I do feel kind of like, but I have a lot on the schedule for today and tomorrow. A lot of filming, Friendsgiving tomorrow, and I completely forgot that I'm going to a movie tonight. The Napoleon movie came out here. I just read his biography a year or two ago. It's fascinating. I'm really curious to see this. And obviously, it's Paris. This city's got Napoleon written all over it, so I should probably go check that out. I'm going with a big group of friends, so I'm really excited. I'm really looking forward to it, but we got to crank through the rest of this. So we've done the vegan bakery. We're gonna do a falafel, which is always a great option. And then that's it for the food part of today. But then we gotta go see a movie, and I'll let you know what I think about it. Joaquin Phoenix, I mean, what's not to like? Cooper's suspicious though. Are you suspicious? Prep work for the Spire is advancing really well too. That's nice. This is that really rewarding part of the day. When I'm done filming, like, for what I have to film for one of these videos, and then I can just eat and like kind of relax for 20 minutes. I mean, and then get right back to it, but I tend to find myself really stressed out in the mornings when I'm starting filming kind of anything, because I know just how much I have to get done. Things have to go right. Hopefully don't screw anything up, don't forget anything. Once I find myself halfway through, the lunch point is always my de-stressor. I don't know what it is. Even if I still had to film half of a video from here, I would feel so much better that I made it this far, that I've gotten to lunch, and then the rest is like downhill, is what it feels like. So the other nice thing is that I don't edit the Paris My Pocket videos anymore. Those are all done by Paolo Palace, who you should definitely check out. Also, I've never heard his name said out loud somehow. I've always just said it Paolo Palace. Paolo, when you see this, let me know how I'm doing. Anyways, he's amazing. He's done a great job with Paris My Pocket. So that removes a lot of stress as well, knowing that I'm not gonna have to go home and edit it. We'll be editing this, however. How tight is this shot? We're gonna find out.
Power naps are underrated. I feel a lot better. You have to upload all that footage. I have to upload that footage, maybe edit a little bit, and also I have a meeting at 4 before we go to this movie. I'm looking forward to the movie. I'm wondering how propaganda-y it's gonna be, but I don't really know what to expect. Okay. I'm gonna make coffee.
running just a little late. My last meeting ran over, so the nice thing is, technically, I mean, you're late for the quote-unquote start time of the movie, but they run ads for like 15 minutes, which is a massive pet peeve of mine. I already paid for the movie. Why are you forcing me to watch ads? Trailers, those are fun. Ads. So, running late to movies always feels a lot more like running on time. I'm not late. Hey! Nicely done.
Homemade pumpkin bread.
They signed a lot of documents in that movie, but not a single educational reform.
I was gonna say that too.
Collectively, no one was impressed.
Friendsgiving last night was amazing. How many potatoes do you need for 10 people? I don't even... Some incredible food. Like, probably, we were all talking about it. Might have been the best Friendsgiving we've ever done. And some of those guys had a few Friendsgivings this year. I just had one, and it was glorious. But this morning, what's today? Today's the 25th. Looks like this got sent the 21st. Letter from the prefecture. Just barely sealed. And this is hopefully with regards to my citizenship request. I'm actually kind of nervous. It says, Monsieur, vous avez déposé une demande de naturalisation afin de pouvoir procéder à l'entretien. Obligé de vous présenter. I have my rendezvous. I will have to figure out what all I have to do, but I have I haven't had coffee or eaten anything. I just took the dog to the park. So this is a lot to handle, but roughly a month away. I finally have my interview. I've been waiting for this for a long time. It's exciting, huh, buddy? Exciting? And just a little nerve-wracking. I should probably take this stuff with me. There's a very long list of documents that I have to bring to this meeting with me. I hope this is the last time I ever have to do this. All I want for Christmas is to be French already.